I want to make a video here on some surplus winter caps I picked up. I just wanted to try a few different ones to see what they were like. I picked these up at Frontier Outfitters, or also known as Frontier Firearms, and all of these caps are under $15, so I'll just go over each one. The first cap I want to show here is a Czech Republic cap, and these are brand new old stock, and it's of the ones that I picked out, it's probably the nicest of them. The only problem is it only comes in this large size. My head size is 58 is what I take, and this is for a 60-61, and it's actually quite large. But the hat is really nicely made, and it's new old stock. So that's the first hat, and it was the most expensive. It was I believe it was $14.99 for this hat. The second hat I have is a French military cap, and this one is actually not, I don't think it's actually a winter cap. It's actually a desert cap, and it's pretty good. The brim is actually really nice. It does block the sun really well. Here's the markings in it, and it's a size 57, and the condition is excellent. They're almost like new stock also, but it is a lot lighter of a material, but it's quite well made. The next cap, which I'm gonna talk about, is actually I think is probably the best cap, and it was also the cheapest. It was $7. It's one of these former Yugoslavian hats, and it's a very good winter cap. The material is excellent. It has this really nice embellishments on it. Mine is missing the star off the front, but you could see sort of a mark there where there would have been a star on it, but probably after the collapse of the former Yugoslavia, they probably removed that from the cap, I imagine. I don't know if Frontier has them with the star on it. I haven't seen them. So here's a look at the inside, and you can see how nicely insulated the inside is. This is a very good like wool type cap. I say it's my favorite out of the bunch. The next cap, I actually didn't pick this one out, but this one is a German surplus cap, and it's pretty nice. It's a little bit different because it has this little sort of flap inside of it. It fits the head really nice and all that. There's a flap sort of around the front too. It's a little well, it's a lot more used and more surplus than the other ones are, but it's definitely I would say in the middle. It's not the worst, but it's also not the best. But how I got this was they have a random order you can do where they will just randomly pick 5 caps, and it could be any types of caps. It could be like the floppy jungle hats or baseball style caps or anything they have, because they have all kinds of different hats and stuff in stock. And when I placed my order, I placed one for the randoms, and they just threw this one in with the randoms. So there's no saying that if you get a random pack that you're going to get one of these winter hats, but this was in there. The other two that were with it, or other ones that were with it, were these peak caps, and I believe this one is Marine Corps, because one of the ones they gave me was this one here, and it's got written in it 1942 Marines 2nd Battalion, and so I guess these are vintage right up to World War II. It was nothing special. I'm sure they just randomly picked it, and and I just happened to get one that's like a collector's item. The other two are, this is a German, I believe it's a German cap. I don't know what the yellow signifies. It might be like the Navy or Air Force or something. I'm not sure. The other is a German Army one, and they're all nice. They're in decent condition and that. But I was really hoping for something decent, and they gave me the another one of these winter caps, which was excellent. So it's definitely worth the money to pick up the random pack, because you just never know what they'll throw in there. It's probably going to be like one good item and then a bunch of random cheaper items. Now I'll go ahead and show what these hats look like with the flaps down for more extreme weather. So with the flaps down, this is the Czech Republic hat, and I actually don't really like the way it fastens. It has really excellent coverage with the flap down, but it has these buttons, and I really don't like these buttons because like I'm not wearing gloves right now, and it's really cold out, and it really hurts the fingers when you have to manipulate these little buttons. And if you had gloves or mittens on, it'd be very hard to work these buttons. I really don't like that that way of fastening this, but it does have nice coverage over your face and down the back of your neck and that. So that's the Czech Republic hat. So this hat here is the French, I wouldn't really call it a winter hat. It's more of a weather type hat. It's probably for the desert, and it looks a little weird the way that the brim comes down over your eyes, but actually it's very excellent for shading your eyes. And the little flap in that, it doesn't cover as much as the Czech Republic hat, but it covers enough, and it covers your ears very well. And also I like this strap because it has a Velcro on it, which can easily be manipulated with mittens or gloves or anything like that. It's an excellent hat if you don't mind the way it looks with the peak that sort of drops straight down, because like we're used to the baseball caps that stick out, and this one just sort of drops straight down. But it's an excellent hat. It's more of a lighter hat though, probably I would say for fall or for maybe early spring type of hat. This hat here is the German style hat, and it is an excellent hat. That it really conforms to the head, and this is all padded and insulated inside, and it has the Velcro too, which is just, it's even better than the French style, because the French one goes the Velcro goes on to the inside. This is on the outside. This is an excellent winter hat. This is I would probably wear this one myself. I kind of like it. Now I'm just gonna go to the last hat, but this is excellent. The padding and all that on it is really nice for the weather, and the fit is excellent. Last cap that I have here is the former Yugoslavia one, and it's really excellently made, but this one has actually the worst sort of attachment. It has these buttons here, these extra buttons, and on the chin strap it has these buttons here, and they're just like stitched on very lightly, and I'd be afraid that these would just fall off, and if you put that on your face and it fell off, you'd have nothing to cinch it down with over your face. Now this hat is fairly old. I think it says 1971 production in there, but I would just, if you like it that much, you could just replace these buttons. It shouldn't be a big deal, but they're also very hard to manipulate with gloves or mittens and that. And you can see how old the surplus is. You can see the difference in the color, how it was green here and then it's almost gone to like a khaki on this side. But it's still an excellent hat, and it's definitely warm. If you were out longer, I would this is the hat that I would probably choose if I was going to wear it all day. I think if you watch the movie Behind Enemy Lines, the one guy in the movie has a hat just like this, and it seems to be pretty good. If it worked for the guys in the Bosnian War and their civil war there, it should be pretty good. So I would say this is probably my second choice for a hat, but I'm actually most impressed with the German hat. I think they're about $10 at Frontier, and this one has a production date of 11/73, but I think this is, of all the ones I've shown here, I think the one to get would be this German one, just because of it's got the padding, it's got the really nice way of fastening, and it's not really that beat up. So I just wanted to show my order and what you can expect to get. Frontier Outfitters is located in Saskatchewan, Canada. So yeah, I would say the German hat would be first place, and second place would be the former Yugoslavian hat, and then third I would say the French cap, and for sure fourth would be the Czechoslovakian hat. If the Czechoslovakian hat or Czech Republic hat had Velcro on it, I'd say it's probably better than the French hat, but it is what it is. So I would say before I spent the money on that hat, I would definitely get the German hat. So I just wanted to make this quick video. So other than that, thank you for watching.